hello. Sorry we're a little bit late. I sent the link late, and yeah. To be fair to myself, I had a migraine yesterday, and I have been sending out like stream links the day before streams instead of doing it all in one batch, just because I had a bunch of editing deadlines where it was like taking like 30 minutes or an hour to like send out all details and stuff. Felt like too much of a distraction. But I think during the first sprint, I'm going to send out hosting details to all my co-hosts for the rest of the month. So this doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, fair. Entirely valid.
The idea of day before, it's a good reminder.
Yeah, I know.
I have it in my planner, and of course I'm like aware, but
yeah, no, I know it's but yeah. I think what I need to do is send out all the actual info, and then maybe like the day before send a message to the group and be like, hey, see you tomorrow or something. But like,
yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Crystal, you know, bless her heart, was like, hey, I don't think I'm in the group for today.
Yeah,
where you send the link, and I'm like, oh, let me make it now. And then Crystal's the first in the studio, and I'm like, it's not that you weren't in the group, or you weren't in the group, but no one else was either.
Yep. Half of the time I don't remember, like, because I write them down, but then I gaslight myself to be like, wait, did I actually write the right days down? And if I don't do the
you can always ask me. You do realize that's an option, right?
I know, but you realize that I have systems in place that work when they work. It's great.
Oh, 100%. I just reminds me of, I don't remember which 24-hour or 24 and 36 or whatever marathon like experiment that Kate had done. And in one of them, she's like, my systems are failing me. She's like, actually, that's not true. I'm failing my systems.
Like I have three protections against forgetting that I'm on other people's streams. I write them down on my calendar, which is right over my shoulder, and I see it high when I'm looking over here. I have it on my phone, so it reminds me a day and an hour before, so that way I wake up in time. And then I take a picture, which is actually before the calendar step, of which days I signed up for. I forgot the picture phase, so I'm going through going, wait a second.
Yeah. Your message was like, hey, I'm on the thumbnail for today. I don't have the link. And I'm like, that's not normally how she works it, Bo, huh?
Because since my systems failed, I went onto your channel to see what thumbnails I was added to.
I also use the thumbnails because I use a sticky note and I put it on my computer, and sometimes I lose the sticky note. So I do go to the YouTube and I see if I'm in a thumbnail.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who goes, let's just see what Zara did.
That's so funny. Because it's perfect.
Yeah, who needs conversation with actual people to confirm like a normal person? That's just weird.
One of our
that's also why I'm always so like up everyone's like to be like, please fill out this form. Please fill out this form so I can make the thumbnails.
So good. Zara, one of the most like attainable people to talk to. And we'll still just go to YouTube.
Chronically on your phone. And I'm like, I'm actually, but not because people are contacting me, because I'm getting distracted waiting for people to contact me.
Valid.
Okay. I did not bullet journal at all yesterday because I had a migraine. I'm fine now.
Yay.
But like I was feeling nauseated, had a low fever. For me, I was like 2 degrees warmer than I normally am, 2 or 3 warmer than my temperature normally is, and I was like, ugh, wasn't fun. I was supposed to watch Sinners yesterday with my mom and a family friend, and I was just like, I can't hack it. But they watched it and they really liked it.
And apparently it's really good. I haven't seen it yet.
So good.
I know. I really, really want to see it. Well, I should say my mom liked it. I don't know if the family liked it that much.
Can I say we're like triplets today?
Yeah.
Glasses, black clothing. Crystal and I are basically twins because we have nearly the same haircut.
Yeah, but also like all of our neuro spiciness. Okay, so this is Auburn's length tree that I've been scrolling. And now I'm going to put Crystal's
Oops.
website scrolling under because I think we're just going to skip intros because Auburn over here has a heart out, which is totally fair. So, yeah, these are my co-hosts. They're great. Sometimes it seems like we all share one brain cell. Sometimes we do.
I can feel the tangents bubbling inside of me today.
Yep.
During this first sprint, I'm also going to call the other two co-hosts and be like, hey, you probably didn't see this because I sent it. And it's before we were going to go live. Are you coming? Otherwise, I will be changing the thumbnail and changing which trees we're planting. But Auburn comes first in the alphabet of the guests today, so I don't have to change what the first tree pick is dependent on whether or not the others show up. So, let's start the first sprint once people. Nope, I'm gonna miss the 10-minute mark. I apologize. It's now 9:11, which always happens to me. I've had this thing for years where I'll check the clock and I'm like randomly I'll be like, what time is it? And it's like almost always 9:11, and I'm just like, as someone who lives in New York, I'd really rather that not be the case. You know, like the 11:11. I'm like, why can't it be? I randomly check the time at the angel number 11:11.
That's like some horror movie, like Twilight Zone. 0 hour nonsense.
I know. I'm like, what is this? I don't. Me no likey.
Yeah.
It's like a following person.
Have I been talking about this long enough that it's almost going to be 9:12 before we start the sprint? Yes.
Oops. It's fine.
You know, never forget.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, but like more and more stuff comes out, and I'm like, you know what? What we were never forgetting might have been misinformation. So it's just like more and more these days I'm like, am I wearing a tinfoil hat, or is there just like now a preponderance of evidence proving that we were all like lied to? And it's like, no, it's the latter. Okay, you didn't believe in something with no evidence.
Sip my coffee and pretend the world's not on fire.
But I'm now very much of the camp where it's, if something's crazy, it doesn't automatically mean it's wrong because we live in a crazy world. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. We gained a co-host, but I'm going to mute because I'm still chewing a little bit of breakfast, and no one wants that ASMR.
That's fair.
Andrew, do you want to do your intro because you have a book coming out soon?
You're muted, love.
Outro before you leave. We skipped intros, but you know,
I was very much still muted. Hi everyone, my name is Chandra Arthur. I am the author of Mother Mercy, which is a revenge thriller and coming out on March 31st. I don't know, have I showed the hardcover without the dust jacket?
I have.
I don't think I have.
You
so-
know, I think it bears repeating.
Oh, that is
Yes.
so cool. Oh
and it
my.
is shiny.
It just couldn't be cooler.
No.
I'm
I
obsessed with it.
sent Chandra so many links to being like, what blood splatter design vectors do you like?
What a great message to get.
I think it was like 20 different links, and most of them had like multiple images on it as well. And she's like, what am I supposed to be looking at? And I'm like, the big one, not the related items to each one.
Yes, we had a great time picking those out, but I'm very, yeah.
1, 2, and like placing this so that it looks like it's stripping off the edge,
Stunning.
but like isn't within the thing. It's just and then so much.
It was a time.
We had a lot of formatting stuff in this book. We were like, how are we breaking it up by the victim? Are we breaking it up by the POV who's talking? And it's like, well, it's normally one POV, so like, okay, that's a, you know, but we were like, do we say case number 1, case number 2? Each victim has different handwriting because they're different people. So I sent Chandra a lot of messages of like, what do you think of this font? Like, is it masculine enough? Is it feminine enough? Is it blah, 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 blah? It's just...
I feel like you don't have a lot of thoughts about font until
suddenly...
you have to, yeah, until you have to answer a question about it. And then you're like, oh, actually, I do have a lot of opinions about this. I have a picture in mind, and it's not that.
You realize how permanent it is.
I know.
Yes.
Yep.
What's
Yes.
really funny is that there's a time when someone is writing in blood. That's all I'll say. And I looked up like dangerous fonts or something online, you know, like on a certain website where I could, you know, get them for a reasonable price at like the commercial license or whatever. One of the options, I had searched like the word dangerous, and one of the fonts was called man. And I'm like, oh. I sent a screenshot to Chandra, and I'm like, oh.
I love that.
So I had someone ask about the book once, and they were like, oh, they basically just assumed that the character kills men, and I was like, I feel like that says more about you than it does about me.
But it also says
That says a lot about the world we live in.
I'm like, I don't think it's just that person. And especially with certain news things, it's like, no, men are not the only ones who do bad things. And that's all. They really don't want to spoil the book. One way or the other.
I'll be right back.
That it was a little bit biographical, and I was like, no.
I mean, I've said on live streams that like, oh, like we don't force like authors to like write about their trauma, but you know, Becca C. Smith has chosen to write about hers, and like Chandra chose to write about traumatic things. But like I never said like Chandra wrote her trauma.
Yeah.
Like
I
this
was
is
like,
not you being like, oh, guess what my secret day job is.
right. Like, disclaimer, I don't secretly go around unaliving people. Just so we...
That'd be crazy marketing.
Yeah.
Goodreads?
Yeah, no, we made a joke about that on Threads too.
Love it.
Like when you're like, yeah, I don't secretly go around. My stupid bird brain wants to be like, yeah, if she was gonna do it, she'd do it loud and proud. She should. She'd do it. Like, I would never do it at all. That's the whole point.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, I've been collecting Goodreads reviews like a little magpie because we are now on Upscrolled. And also, if anyone's like worried, I'm totally fine. My nose got really itchy and I don't want to scratch off the scab that has spent like 3 days forming. But yeah, so we're now on Upscrolled and I have a very intense social media calendar for that, which is funny because it's only going to be posting 3 times a week, but they don't have a schedule feature yet because they basically launched in like, I think September of last year or whatever. But if we go to the content lab, which is what I call my social media calendar with the social media assistant, I like added like 60 posts all in one day because I was like, these need to be planned. So heads up, social media assistant, you got to repurpose graphics that we've made. And then we had made an amazing book review graphic for all the thrillers, but then we've been getting more reviews in. So we got to figure out when to share those. But currently we have...
I've not heard of Upscroll before this very moment.
Neither have I.
I hadn't heard of it until like last week because someone mentioned it on Threads, I think.
Is that like the not Goodreads?
No. That is the Storygraph, there's the Storygraph, which is created by a Black woman. So like really cool. And then there's, I think, Bookly, which is created by an Asian woman, if I remember correctly. And I like have both on my phone, but the reality is as a publisher, most people still go to Goodreads. People don't have, almost no one has a Bookly account. And then the Storygraph is like very strange about book data. Because it straight up doesn't have one of Inimitable's, like 2 of Inimitable's titles in their database at all. But they have certain books that came out after. And I'm like, I don't know. And some of the books were like, oh, user added. I'm like, well, it wasn't me. So clearly someone uses one of Inimitable Books' readers uses Storygraph. And if I knew who it was, I'd be like, thank you for adding our titles to this platform. And thanks to that, I was able to like find this amazing review for Down the Well that had been left on there that I'd never seen before. And we recently shared it on Instagram. So now I like need to tell the admin assistant to intermittently check that out and then tell the social media assistant about it because I don't have time to be trawling the different review platforms and stuff. But it was nice because they wrote like multiple paragraphs about basically how much they love Down the Well. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome.
But if we go to, so I was like, yeah, I'll include the blurb for Grandma's Little Secret because it's still a review technically. And then we have Regina's awesome review for Grandma's Little Secret. And then we have Natalie's review for Grandma's Little Secret, who, if people don't know, is Chandra's co-author for the 2 writing prompt books that they released. And we're going to be doing a giveaway for one of them. So check, follow us on other social media platforms if you haven't already. And we have Holly's review for Grandma's Little Secret. Mother Mercy, the review from someone, their username is a person called name. And this is the one where Chandra
Incredible.
was like, I think I'm never going to touch the ground again, like floating on air. Because it was Mother Mercy is gloriously glory and the true meaning of ethical vengeance. And it's great. It's up on our Instagram. Then we have Regina Dukes. review, which Chandra, I don't know that if you've seen because I don't think we've posted it yet. And we have Natalie's review for that book. And so it's like I'm really excited about these reviews. I think people who have gotten the arcs are like, oh, I have more time, and that's totally fair. But there are certain people where I'm like, I know you're reading all the time. So if you've read the book, please leave the review. Like you don't have to wait until it's like the week before pub day, like get that up there. And stuff. So Regina has seen multiple messages from me or heard me multiple times on live streams be like, if you have read it, write the review, please. And so she's so sweet. Thank you, Regina, for all your support. Hello. 264 words. Great. And then also, I don't think I said hi to people when they came in early. We started a bit late, as I explained the co-hosting situation. I forgot to send people the stuff that they needed to show up. So, whoops. Yeah, Auburn, what'd you do during that sprint? Chandra, aside from showing up, what'd you do during that sprint? Crystal, what'd you do during that sprint? I ate food. That was my sprint.
That's what I did too. I ate breakfast. I finished my planner. I usually start it on Mondays, but when I stream, I give myself like an extra little bonus day. So I feel like I'm starting the week right. But now I have pulled everything up and I'm ready to draft some words.
Yay.
Oh, and I got a mimosa.
Ooh. When I didn't know the sprint was happening, I begged for biscuits and gravy. So that's going to be one of my upcoming sprints. And then I did get set up. I've got my chargers together. And I have a notebook here and some notes for a project that I'm working on with Veronica King, affectionately dubbed CFCG.
Yeah. Oh my God. Once you guys know what that actually stands for, you're going to love it. But the reason it hasn't been announced yet is we're just waiting. We're like, let's not announce stuff until we know for sure that we can actually fit our deadlines and stuff. This is not a knock against anyone. It's just like me with deadlines at the end of last year and this year. Like I've met most of them, but there were a few I had to move out just because of things. And this coming week, I believe, we will be posting that 2 books have changed their pub dates because either the printer or some other stuff, but they will be worth the wait. So yeah, but CFCG, it took me like, I'll say a solid few months of talking to Veronica King to remember what the title was. And I'm like, why can't this stick in my head? I love it so much. You would think it like, of course. But then once they started abbreviating, I was like, oh, obviously it's blank.
It's very fun. I'm excited about it, but I'm doing some like read through notes and compiling feedback and stuff. So
yay. I turned on my Scrivener on my little baby MacBook and got ready to work on the prequel because right now book 2 is being critique partnered because I need other brains that aren't mine. So I've got a couple of folk saving me from my brain. Like, well, I can't work on book 3, so I'm gonna work on the prequel. And then didn't decide. My dad sent me a really dumb video, which led to me talking to him for the entire sprint, which is great. But also, Eddie, it's work morning.
God. Yeah. Nice. I was gonna bullet journal and then I realized I was in the forest rooms. So I couldn't look, and I had been like really bad about actually bullet journaling for the past few days. I thought it was only yesterday that I had it, and I'm like, no, you need the other info. So I'm actually going to take screenshots of that now so I don't forget. And then man, I like stopped bullet journaling well on the 5th apparently.
That makes me feel better because I started really strong and have fallen off. Like I'm still adjusting to my new schedule. So yeah, there are some things that I was in a really strong habit with that I have completely just face planted on.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, you know.
But I have been pretty consistent about getting up between 5 and 5:30 in the morning.
Ew.
That's good.
Yeah, which that's an adjustment from like 8. So I'm trying to give myself a lot of grace for just not being very good at some of the other things that I was previously very good about.
Yeah. There's been part of me where it's like, what if I started waking up at 6? And then the other part of me is like, nah, until you need to do that because you're not getting enough done in a day. Let's not change your sleep habits because you're already struggling a bit with the world being on fire and all, you know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I had the same thought. I'm like, you know what? I feel like I don't have enough time to do stuff. I'm gonna get up earlier, go start some workouts, gonna eat better. Everything is gonna be great. I'm gonna do the do's. Well, I'm still drinking my like healthy people smoothie. Still
That's
waking up at
good.
8:00.
One
and
step at a
not working
time.
out.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Food,
I'm just like,
food is a lot. It's energy, helps your
Yeah.
focus, helps everything, you know?
Well, it's like for babies and therapists, they say like fed is best. And honestly,
Yeah.
sometimes that's like my accomplishment for the day. And I'm
Yeah.
learning to accept that.
I did see something on Instagram, I think, and it was taking magnesium glycinate and collagen in the evening to help like stabilize everything and help you calm down and sleep really well. And so I have been doing that and it's been really good. But I was talking to my doctor about it and I'm like, to be honest, I don't want to know if it's the placebo effect or not because it's working right now. So,
Right. Like I feel
don't tell
good.
me anything.
Yeah.
Magnesium glycinate and what? Sorry, my brain.
And like a collagen supplement.
Collagen. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I have a collagen supplement. I just completely fell off of taking it because I was taking it to help my bone heal and then it wasn't really doing anything. And like I'm sure it was good for other parts of my body, but it was just like it's something that has to be refrigerated, at least mine is. And so my brain would be like it just kind of became invisible in my refrigerator
Yeah.
door.
Yep.
So I should get back on that. And then I have magnesium infusions to help with my migraines. And if I took magnesium daily, that would help with certain things, but make other things difficult for me. And so I need to get back in the habit. And because of the deadlines I had, I was like, I don't need to be messing with my more or less okay system. But yeah.
I've taken the magnesium citrate before and it helped with some things, but like it didn't really impact my sleep like I was hoping. The glycinate has been really helpful. I think I'm going with it. And then the collagen supplement, I think it's from Garden of Life, but it's a berry flavor and you just mix it with water and it tastes good. The texture, you do have to mix it well because otherwise the texture can be a little off-putting. But the flavor and like being able to actually just drink it has been good. And they said that you can add it to smoothies and stuff as well. I haven't tried that, but
Ooh.
Mine is like already a drink and you just like pour yourself a shot of it basically. And I just really need to get back on it is what it boils down to.
So far I've just got one of those like meal replacement nutrition boost shake things. And it's like I don't feel the crash because it's like I usually wake up at 3:00 anyway, and then I have that thing at like 8. I don't feel the crash at noon like I was before. So I kind of feel like a functioning human 9 times out of 10, which is really cool.
when you say 3, you mean like 3 a.m.?
Yes. To be fair, my husband goes to work at like 5:30, so he gets up, and then I am either up early because the cat goes, "Hey, I know you're waking up, so you'd feed me," and then I just don't go back to sleep. So it's fine. Wouldn't worry about it. Sometimes I go back to sleep until 8. Like it's fine.
I know. I'm trying to figure out a way how to like not be so tired after work because I get up at 2:30 for work, 2:30 a.m. and I work a 10-hour shift, so I don't get off until 3 p.m. So I have like an hour that I can like use before I have to watch my nephew. So I've been trying to like get like protein high snacks to like give me energy so I can like actually do something with my life and not just like rot as soon as I get off.
Yep.
And we'll see if that's working. I need to be consistent. That's my problem. I'm not consistent with anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Once my nutritionist, who I started seeing in like late July of last year, was like, you are having like 5 grams of protein a day and you need to be having at least 50. My energy levels have been much better.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I have meat sticks and I have oh gosh, what is the nut? The green nut.
Pistachios?
Pistachios.
I've been eating pistachios.
I used to
Pistachios
love
and a meat
those.
stick.
I used to love those. Allergic to them now. Haven't tested if I'm not anymore. But I'm now no longer allergic to like the adjacent things that my body was like, you're allergic to everything now. Not
That's good.
everything, but it's like I got over the sesame thing. I was like, absolutely not. No. This one I don't accept. And then I got over the honey one. And then and then recently I got over the coconut one. So if my mom and I ever feel like a pina colada every so often, we can make it again.
Yeah.
And then, people in my family are like, oh, does that mean you're good now? I'm like, no, you still cannot order hazelnut ice cream or eat Nutella around me or like get, it's like, no, still treat it as if I can't with anything.
Yeah.
Because we're not playing around with the nuts. Like I said, I can't feel my body right now.
Yeah.
Everything that's happening with Inimitable Books. I'm like, maybe after like in the little break I have later in the year, I'll test out with my mom present, EpiPen in hand, maybe I'll try a piece of like Toblerone, which has an almond in it,
Yeah.
and one tiny piece, but enough to get the almond in it, not just the chocolate part around it.
Yeah.
And test that. And if that goes okay, then like maybe a month later I'll try, a tiny, tiny piece of Nutella. Like I'm not suddenly being like, I need to be able to eat peanuts. Like peanuts were never my favorite nut.
Mm-hmm.
I never really craved peanut butter. I had so much orthodontia in my mouth that for most of my life I was told you literally can't eat that, in fact. So, and I like sun butter because it's gotten a lot better since I was in elementary school when I first heard about like now it actually tastes like peanut butter. And so I'm like, yeah, that, I'm okay with my substitutes on certain things. I don't need to test boundaries if I don't care about getting to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when the consequences could be so bad.
Yeah.
Like, why bother?
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Let me set up Chandra's tree to be planted because Auburn has a heart out in like less than 2 hours now because I was yapping with y'all.
Oh no.
Yapping. Oh my goodness.
No, I love it. I haven't spoken to Chandra or Crystal in like forever.
Well, so
you finally came out of hibernation and have been able to stream with me like twice last month, and I was like,
It's good.
ironically, you're the one I've spoken to most recently, and that
I know, it's so funny.
Yep. Yeah, I was on contract at the local college for the month of January, and now I'm back in the world, and they're selling my book right now, which is really fucking cool. So like, I mean, they're only like have like a teeny. I think there's only like 6 copies, but they've sold one, and I'm just kind of like,
Hey, a copy sold is a copy sold.
Yeah.
There have been certain Inimitable Books authors who like go to an event and they'll like have 50 copies or 30 copies with them, and other ones who like take 10 at a time. They'll be like, oh, it was only 10. I'm like, did you sell all copies? And they're like, yeah. And I like ask them that question knowing, because that's how they would start the conversation. I'm not going like, oh, like, did you sell all 10 to like potentially make them feel bad? But they're like, I'm like, you said you sold all 10. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, right. So you sold out the copies at your event.
Exactly.
It's the win.
I love going to events because sometimes, like, because it's always sponsored by a bookstore, like a local bookstore, like every time I go to a library event. And then like people will buy books and they'll like buy the books of like the like well-known authors and stuff. And then we do the panel. And that's when people buy my books because I'm a really good in-person salesman.
I love that.
They're like, I've never heard of your book, but you were so funny up there. And I'm like, thank you for coming.
Exactly. I love it.
That's awesome.
That's encouraging to hear because like talking about book events and stuff, I'm always
Chandra
like,
has one April 3rd in New York.
Yes!
Barnes and Noble.
cool.
At a Barnes and Noble in Brooklyn.
Oh,
And
that's so cool.
That's awesome.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Love, love, love.
And I'm like telling everyone I know, and some of them are like, oh, I can't, I'm out of town. But I'm like, at least you know that I got all my thriller authors into book events in freaking New York.
Yes, that's so
amazing.
cool. Is
Yeah.
somebody moderating it? Oh, you are. Oh, cool. Oh, yay! Oh, that's so perfect.
Yay.
I'm really excited. My mom was like, I will show up to every event if you want me to. And I'm like, oh, I want you to.
Yes, fill up those chairs. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
really
gosh.
excited. And it's just so funny because like as this is happening, I'm like, this is really good, but also I'm not going to be disgusting like some other people who've used tragedy to be like, buy my book.
Oh my god.
Or buy my company's book, but also I'm like, no, this could literally give catharsis to people. So I talk about it on the
Mhm.
live streams.
Yay.
And I try to keep it limited to that. But there was someone on Threads I think I replied to recently who was like, the world is burning. What like I need a distraction. And I'm like, well, not like quite like the full distraction, but
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah.
But at least you can put your energy somewhere.
Like here have I mean I've done that with a friend. I'm just kind of like, you want something that has absolutely nothing to do with like anything real. Have my book, baby.
well, that's what I mean. Like what like all our thriller books at some level, like you know, one is like, oh, someone you wouldn't expect did an awful thing. I mean, in this one, it's like in the real world, it's like, actually, you know what? You could easily believe they did an awful thing. We just didn't know that they had type of situation. But Chandra's book, I'm like, at least they actually face justice in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, inside the criminal justice system, but they get justice. And then, you know, thanks for watching. It's like, oh, a bunch of famous people did bad stuff. And someone reviewed it in Goodreads was like, oh, you mentioned Diddy. Like, did you want that? And I'm like, oh, no, that was intentional. That was on purpose. Like,
Yeah.
the author, like, was like, do I need to change his name? And I was like, well, why'd you put it in? And she was like, well, and I'm like, so I'm cool with it. She almost picked another person who, like, since the file dropped, where I'm like, you know what, that actually would have been accurate as well. But, you know, at the time, the news headlines were this one and very confirming, whereas the other at that time was a little bit more speculation. And it's like, now it's like, it's a pattern. It's a pattern that, like, can't be denied, but there's still no proof. And I'm like, you know what? It's probably better we did this. So, but it was so funny because someone in the review, like a lot of people for Kate's reviews have been like, wow, like none of these characters are likable. And I'm like, they're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I just think people go in expecting to like them. And I'm like, did you watch Glass Onion? Did you read And Then There Were None? Do you understand where this is drawing? I mean, not that Kate drew from Glass Onion. It just happened to have come out before this book did, and then their internet has been in the public not conscience, for like a long time, and people are, you know, doing all these Agatha Christie things now. By the way, the Seven Dows sucked. And also reviews at the time for the book hated it as well. So I'm like, it's like before Agatha Christie became Agatha Christie, but also she had already established herself as an author doing good stuff, and everyone's like, what is this? You could do so much better. But it was before Murder on the Orient Express and before, and then there were none and stuff. But it was just like, so people are going into Kate's reviews and, you know, being much more critical, I think, also because she's a much more public person. And I'm just like, it's not for everyone, but also please like show that you understand what the book was about.
Yeah.
People.
But, you know, they're honest reviews, and that like legitimizes any other review that comes in.
Sure.
If they were all 5 stars, then some people would be like, ah. But then at the same time, I'm like, yes, 5 stars for Grandma's Little Secret, 5 stars for Mother Mercy. Like, let's
Love
keep
it.
that going. So it's in the toilet.
Yeah.
I've also never understood, like, I understand the critique of like characters not being likable, but like, especially like in romance, if somebody says this character isn't likable, and I'm like, so they're flawed. You're telling me they're flawed? Got it. I will like this book. I will like that character.
This might be a hot take, but it kind of goes in line with the people who are like, oh, I can't read that book because the character isn't relatable. A lot of people want to read books and do a self-insert.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm
And
like,
they
reading is
read-
about learning and teaching empathy.
Yeah, but if you read unlikable characters or characters who don't look like you, and you want to insert yourself as that character, it's going to be really uncomfortable, and you're not going to be learning the empathy thing, because you're going to be like, well, I would never do that. Well, you know what, Carol? Nobody thinks you would.
A Carol would say that. Sorry to any Carols. No, I
Sure,
will.
they're
I will
lovely
take a
people.
slice of that hot take, and I will
Yeah.
put it on my plate.
But
I
also, I saw
Here
some
for
of that neurospicy people like have a really easy time putting themselves in like main character shoes, point of view character shoes. Not just if it's written in I, but like if it's the main character, it's very easy to like do that, and then maybe even take on their traits and stuff like that in real life for a bit. And I'm just like, does not everyone do that?
Yeah.
And
That's
the answer is no.
That might also be why some people prefer like first person to third, because it's easier to not talk about yourself in third.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I had a sweater that on the back it said, "Don't mind me. I get emotionally attached over fictional characters."
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I am in it. I read a book. I am the POV character enjoying the world. Meet Neom.
But there
And
are like people who will read a book and get like obsessed with characters, but be like, "Oh, I don't exist in that world at all." I'm like, "So you didn't exist in the world while you were reading it? Like it was a
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for you.
like, you don't get the immersive experience." And then they're like, "Well, how do you? You have aphantasia." And I'm like, yeah, but like I can feel their emotions and feel their body sensations and like feel,
Yeah.
you know, like I don't necessarily need it as a movie in my head.
Yeah, there are some books that have done things to my soul that I will probably read again and still have it done to my soul.
Oh,
I cried at the end of a dark and secret magic. Yeah. Like, and I killed that thing in like 4 hours. Well, maybe not 4, but yeah, there are some books that you hold on to the rails and you just go in.
I know.
And you come out and everything hurts.
I still need to read a Dark and Secret Magic.
So good.
So busy. But it's like, yeah, I'm just like, okay, I get not everyone reads the same, but let's not ignore the fact that people who read have higher empathy scores, and it's been studied, and maybe you and maybe coming on the internet and announcing that you can't feel empathy for characters is like not the flex you think it is.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a sympathy crier, and I will also cry if something happy is going on. I will never forget reading Percy Jackson series for the first time and finding out Annabeth's father like loved her, and I was like sobbing because I was so happy for her.
Oh,
I will never forget.
I struggle with like books, movies, like the whole thing will all get me going. Has Been Hotel. I've watched all of it. The one song which I call the Daddy Issues song.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like it's the one with Lucifer and Charlie, and I cannot listen to it.
Oh gee, I wonder what other father-daughter pairing is in Has Been Hotel. So featured that would have a daddy issue song.
Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss, both of them can just lovingly give me more content and die in a fire at the same time because their daddy issues nonsense hurts me.
But also, I like got so excited because when I was visiting Veronica King, she was like, "Oh my god, have you heard of this show?" And I'm like, "No." And then we're watching. I'm like, "I recognize all these voices." And she's like, "What do you mean? I've never heard of any of them before. They're not voice actors." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. They're Broadway stars."
You're like, that's why I know them.
I'm like, "They're Broadway stars."
I didn't know until this year that Adam was Beetlejuice.
Oh no! I mean,
was Beetlejuice on Broadway,
Yeah.
but also
Yeah.
was Jack Black's character in School of Rock.
I have a rough time with actor names, and I just remember the Beetlejuice song because it was all over my Instagram.
The Tony Awards Beetlejuice performance?
Yes.
So good. Alex Brightman.
Alex Brightman.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. We're going to start the sprint because otherwise we're going to miss the 15-minute mark.
But I did it again.
It's okay. In 3, 2, 1, happy productivity. But, you know, I love that where it's like, hey, Ben, you know, you killed Han Solo. That ain't cool, bro. In the Tony Awards performance. It's so good. How many scenes? Here we go. I had fun. All I did
I did
was
too.
different versions of Beetlejuice, the Tony Award version, the Today Show version, the Big
Yes.
version, and the Broadway.
Oh, perfect.
Love it. Love it.
Because they always change the lyrics, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I actually wrote on that sprint. Very happy about it. I feel like I'm like relearning how to write. So I'm writing this like short story for my pen name just to like remember how to write because it's been so long. And I did the Comic Sans method that you like change your font to Comic Sans so it's like not as intimidating. And I did good. I wrote 400 words.
Nice.
Yeah.
That trick also works with the dyslexia font.
That's what I have on my Kindle.
Nice.
It does
I
make
have it on
help
my
me read
computer.
faster.
Yeah. When does audio stop working? Can she not hear, or just we can't hear her?
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
Crystal, why don't you give your update?
Sure. I got somewhere between 300 and 400 words. I think because I jumped between back to the prologue and then back to the first chapter. Tried to find my notes on story locations because of course none of my notes are in the same spot.
Okay, there we go. That's why you said try to.
Yes. And then started looking up how people slept on bedding things for the era where the prequel is set, and writing going to like paranormal fantasy contemporary-esque-ness to like I'm going like high medieval fantasy for the prequel. It's a bit of a different muscle, and it's kind of requiring my brain to fire on a different way, which is kind of neat. That's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Everything's fine.
You want to say it a few more times?
It's a few.
My AirPods working. For some reason, it changed the settings to default AirPods, and that doesn't work. But just AirPods works. I don't know. I ate my biscuits and gravy with bacon, and it was really good. And then I cleaned up the kitchen and was just checking on Dobby and doing a restock on his food and his water fountain. And he somehow managed to move it halfway across the floor. So
Orange cat stuff.
it really is. Yeah. So that's back in order. And then I have his door closed because it has to be closed when the vacuum is running, because otherwise it gets stuck. There's like a half step. I don't know who designed it that way, but they did. And the vacuum is like, I should be up there. And it's like, no, really, you should stay down here. And then it gets stuck and it freaks out. And then it says, robot is not touching the floor.
Oh, gosh.
His name is Theodore. We personified him.
Love it.
I did not do any writing stuff at all.
That's okay. People gave updates in the chat, which is great. I'm gonna be smart and set up the forest room code now before we start yapping and yapping and yapping.
Oh, and I also took a slight break to go tell my sister I want a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
And so we're now
I
both
want a
wondering
sugar
how we're going to
cookie.
get a sugar cookie in front of me.
Ooh, that does sound good. Maybe I should make some. Do you think I should make some today? I should make some.
Do it.
Yes.
I would.
Do it.
I would if I could.
Oh, and I just got a request to make a blueberry crisp today too, so
What's a
I think I'll
blueberry
do
crisp?
that as well.
What is that? Because maybe I want that. I just like little treats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
what is a blueberry crisp?
Yeah, because my brain is thinking blueberry crumble. Are those the same thing?
It's kind of like an apple crisp. So
And we all know what
wait,
that
Auburn,
is. But for like people in the chat that don't know what an apple crisp is.
friend down.
Talk to us like we've never heard of a baking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like pie filling, kind of.
Oh.
And then you put it in a baking like casserole tray. And then you make like a crumbly top. Usually it has like oats in it.
Okay, so
and that
here's what
goes
I was
on top.
thinking.
And then bake that. So it's like an upside down pie almost. But with more crust, and it's like crumbly and sugary.
Okay,
and
I think I've
crispy.
only known that as apple crumble. So you're saying apple crisp, and I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe
Is that what a
ironically,
cobbler
maybe it's
is?
a North versus South thing because you live in the American South, both of you, and I live in New York, and you live in Canada.
So is it
I
just
don't
me?
know
Because I
people who
can't hear
bake.
Auburn at all.
Oh no.
Oh,
Are things falling apart?
that's
I
what
think
I
I
was wondering. I was
passed-
like, why is Chandra not answering Auburn?
Yeah.
I think I passed the cheese touch of the cursed microphone.
Oh no.
Words. I couldn't think of
Okay,
anything
hold
to
on,
say.
Auburn,
Did you hear that?
Auburn, mute and unmute.
I'm unmuted.
I can
No,
hear.
but try
No?
muting and then unmuting.
Wait, you can hear, but I can't.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back.
Uh-oh. Oh, technology. It's great.
Okay, because I was like, oh no, did my joke offend her?
I was like, what's happening? Like, the nothing. It was like no thoughts.
I was so worried, and she just can't hear me. Okay.
Oh.
I was like, oh no. My friendship with Chandra is ruined.
Yeah. Damn you, StreamYard. How dare you
Breaking
instill
up
the fear of social.
stream parties.
Oh, goodness.
I'm
Ooh.
loving this stream. The chaos.
Oh,
It's a good one. It's a good one.
it's great. I love it. I
We're
love
back,
it.
baby.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to decide if I want to go through the extra effort of giving one of my characters a new name, or I guess it would be their first name, because it's Charles in the Incarnate Rise series, but this is the prequel and it's at least 800 years that way. So it's Charles sounds like a weird name.
I want you all to know that when Chandra first popped up in the studio this time, she was upside down. It took 1 second to fix, but I'm like, oh, Spider-Man?
I'm on the technology struggle bus.
It's amazing.
Wait, Auburn, say something.
Say something.
Yay!
Yay!
Say something. I'm
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
up on
yeah.
you.
Cut, we don't have the copyright.
Yep.
That's why that's all I said.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god, mess. So funny.
So the
The
one
only thing
that
you
I-
missed me saying was how delighted I am by your dessert choices, and I wish I was eating it.
And also how Auburn was worried that like they offended you. I was like, why isn't
No.
Chandra responding? I
I was like, oh no.
giving you the silent treatment on live. Just
You're like, oh, you
no.
messed up.
Oh, honey.
I'm
Everyone's
suddenly in high school again.
Everyone's
I've had
like, what's going on in the backstage chat?
Like, I've had that though. I can't remember who it was, but it was like one of my very first like author tube streams with like a writer that I've never really even spoke to. And it was like, yeah, you seem cool. Like, come on my channel. And it was either I was having the audio issues or they were having the audio issues, and there was also someone else in the room, so I couldn't tell where the conversation was. And so I'm sitting here going, this is very awkward. I don't know what to do.
Oh,
And it turns out
no.
that my mic was on on the wrong setting, so it kept like flipping between default and the Yeti microphone.
Oh.
And I'm just like, why is it
Oh.
so they thought I was being like and it was like to this day I still haven't really like hashed it out. It's like if I ever stream with them again, I'm just gonna be like, so you remember that thing like 5 years ago? I swear I wasn't being an asshole. It was my microphone and my social anxiety just peaking.
Crystal, I've never identified with you harder. Still thinking about something from 5 years ago that haunts me. Absolutely.
I have a short list, and when I say a short list, it's not a short list.
I was gonna say, I'm like, let's not lie.
Dora's like, there's
definitely,
no way it's a short list.
No. And she keeps growing because social anxiety is great that way.
I swear that's why like work from home is so nice, because you can just like whoop, and just be like for a second when,
Yep.
when it gets too real.
I just had the most awkward stream of my life. Somebody just tell me I'm not horrible. Somebody, please. Like, I have that friend where I'm just like, so you watched the stream. Please tell me that I was not a horrible human being.
Hi, Crystal's friend, if you're watching it.
To be fair, she's not up this early. Like, that would be really funny.
Yeah, no, I just remember the first time we're gonna start the sprint at the. If I
Ooh,
don't
let me
finish
join the
napping
room.
by the 55-minute mark, we'll start the sprint at the top of the hour. Don't be alarmed by me changing the force room to 35. I just don't want it to kick us out. Knock on wood. The first time Veronica King reached out to, like, we had been streaming for a while, and then Veronica King was like, yeah, I was really nervous. And I'm like, why? And it's like, you're really intimidating. I'm like, why? It was like, well, your face when you're working on streams. And I'm like, okay, but like the chatty parts, I smile all the time.
Amazing.
It's like I've lost track, but I definitely know there are people who are like bigger on AuthorTube, because I was really bad at my channel, and then like didn't really have a content schedule for the old Inimitable Books channel, and I had one for this, and then life just took over. So now it's like a video every 2 weeks, kind of, where like they were first a guest on my channel, and they're like, I was so nervous to stream, and I'm like, and look at you, now you stream all the time.
Love.
Concentration base plus being from New York, where I like my default has to be don't bother me.
Yeah, I have the resting Mitch face, especially like when I'm hyper focused, like because everything just drains from my face, and I'm just like here, and it's like, you seem in such a bad mood. Are you okay? I'm like, hi, how are you? It's like, wait, where'd the switch go? And I'm like,
there was no. It's like this was work focus versus social.
It's like,
It wasn't even like, oh, I have to be social now, so I have to force myself to be. It's just like I'm now no longer focused on a work task that I just
like,
Coming from a small town, I know I've definitely had people, and this is very normal where I am, where you like walk around and somebody that you know sees you while they're driving, and they roll down the window to like yell, hey, and you like have a little very brief conversation as the driving continues. It's just like that here. And but also as a person who has been catcalled, you learn like not to turn your head, because if you acknowledge that you heard it, then it like goes on. Otherwise they're just like, oh, she probably deaf though, and then they leave you alone. So you have to like also like if you make eye contact versus they're like, oh, you just didn't see me, people will leave you alone that way. So I had somebody later who came up to me and was like, yeah, I saw you out and you didn't like respond. And they were like, did you not hear me? I was like, oh no, I totally heard you. I just intentionally did that through my head because I didn't know who you were. And they were like, oh, I never thought of that. And I was like,
It's not very normal. I was in a parking lot at a grocery store and I just hear this man go, hey, hey, like full volume man. And I was like, I'm just going to keep walking. Like, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I can see movement and he's walking towards me. And I'm like, oh, great. I like have my keys. I'm like ready to like hurry up and go. And he's like, hey, do you remember me? And I'm like,
this is still scary. Like, you're not making yourself approachable.
I was like, this is crazy. I'm like, no. And he was like, we met at your nephew's school. Remember? I'm his friend's dad. His wife comes around. She's like, you cannot be yelling at people at a parking lot. She's like, what is wrong with you? And I start laughing. I'm like, oh my God, I do remember you now. I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's true.
But when we go into fight or flight because a man is coming at us.
Yeah.
Yes, she was like, I'm so sorry he did
Even
that.
if it's aggressively friendly, we're like,
it's like, hi.
Yeah, because sometimes that's like just as bad.
Yeah, no, because it's like, I love all dogs, but I'm gonna be honest, if I see a big dog lumbering towards me, even if it's just to say hi, I'm gonna be like, oh hell.
Yep. There's that 2-second window where you're like, is this a nope.
Am I about to be tackled? Am I about to like get a concussion because I have fallen backwards? And that's with a dog who I assume does not mean me harm, but could still harm me.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are like, oh,
a stranger, you're like
even more like
yeah, it's like, is this a 250-pound dog that thinks he's a 6-ounce teacup chihuahua? Or
yeah.
What is happening?
Like, y'all, did I give my Thanksgiving horror story?
No.
I'll do it like super quick, just because Auburn reminded me of it. Was this gentleman was with his family for dinner at the same restaurant we were, and handed my husband, because he was sitting closer to the end, a napkin with a "I love your hair and your smile and you're really pretty." This guy
hitting on your husband?
Hitting on me.
But like gave it to your husband first?
Pass this to the girl you're pass this to the girl you're
okay, that's important because
I'm trying to do the speed mode because I know I tangent like a crazy person. But yeah, no, pass this to the girl with the purple hair. My husband passes it to me, kind of just does a head turn. I read this thing and I'm like, thanks. And then I intentionally wrap I stick my arm under my husband's arm and I'm just kind of like, you can I am at dinner with like my 85-year-old grandmother, her kids, my cousins, and I'm just kind of sitting there going, I'm getting hit on by a guy who's like old enough to be my grandfather. This is really fun.
And it's crazy.
Oh, you didn't say the guy's age either.
I'm not really good at telling the story. And then it was
like for someone to say Fantasia, I'm like, I can't even imagine what's happening because I'm missing details.
Sorry.
That's so funny.
Like there was a younger member like at their table. It was just like, okay, Grandpa, come on, we gotta go now.
They were like, Grandpa being creepy, unintentionally, intentionally. Let's bounce. Also, I see it's the top of the hour, so we're going to move into.
Tried really hard.
No, you did good.
You did good. You did great. You did great.
Oh.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, I started the 4-step with 35. I forgot to turn it back to the 25. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll still end before Auburn has to leave.
Oh, you're muted.
We may get our fourth co-host in time to plant her tree.
Woo!
Oh, nice. And for the grand finale.
We'll see. I mean, she's here in chat, so hopefully she'll come up on camera. It was my fault for not sending it earlier. Mia's on screen, but is she on camera?
I'm not on camera. I've got Baby J with me sitting on my lap, and Baby J cannot be on the internet.
Of course.
That's
Of
fair.
course.
Talent.
It's adorable. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, that's okay. I didn't get picked for both of the ones both of the streams I wanted, and so I don't bother Zara about that because I'm like, you put down promise to do.
So approachable.
No, I didn't want to how.
Chandra's like, oh, I assumed it wasn't happening. So you Auburn didn't message me. You know who messaged me? Crystal, who normally is scared to message me.
I like that this is the theme of today's stream.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to text Zara.
So I'm just strolling around the house. My daughter's like, so can you watch Baby J for me while I go to breakfast? I'm like, sure. I was supposed to stream, but I didn't get picked for this one. So I said, but I told her which one I am on. So I said, I'm on a stream for the 22nd though. So don't.
What happened to Chandra? Chandra just left.
Probably more tech issues.
Chandra's like, I'm done.
This is cursed.
This stream is like peak
I know.
air.
Well, Auburn has to leave before this sprint will end. Probably before we start this sprint.
Next time then, if I pick multiple streams, I will verify then. But I'm like, I didn't want to harass because you say on the thing, if you don't get picked for all the streams, are you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure, I'm fine if I don't.
Yeah, no, I know. It's the end of last month. Okay, if we're being honest, at some level, summer through last week were crazy. But yesterday I had a migraine. So even though I planned to send everyone the link and be like, here it is, I had a migraine that I didn't think was a migraine for half the day. And because it's a migraine, I was like, and then I thought I was better. And then I was like, actually, no, you're not. You should take it easy. Don't actually look at a screen.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to send something to the book printer. So you'll do that. And then you'll close your laptop. And then won't send anyone anything. But Auburn and Crystal were saying that they look at the thumbnails.
I do, yeah.
That's when I realized. I log on, I'm like, Zara should be streaming. And I see my face. And I'm like, I know I wasn't in an Instagram chat.
Crystal messaged me this morning and was like, hey, I don't think I'm in the Instagram chat. And then I create the Instagram chat, and on camera, I'm like, yeah, Crystal, you're correct. You were not in the Instagram chat. No one else was either.
See, that's how I keep track of things. As I'll like go in and I'll look at the Instagram chat and be like, okay, I made that one.
And then,
Cool.
and then, Esther had been like, oh, Nia checks Instagram more than texting, but I had messaged, like maybe 20 minutes before, which I know is not enough time. But then I was like, I'm going to just try calling her. And then it was like, you Google voice first and you tried to reach. I'm like, I'm not leaving a message. If she shows up, she shows up. But like, this is on me.
Yeah, I could have been here an hour ago, but I literally was just chilling this morning. And then my grandbabe came over. And he's laughing at us, though. He thinks this is quite humorous.
It is.
It's all worth it.
Yeah, we've been chilling on here.
Okay.
I have not done a single lick of work. So I know other people have done work. I'm really proud of them. I need to do it.
Well, hi, everybody.
Watching the multiple iterations of the whole Being Dead thing, which is the opening number of Beetlejuice the musical. Because every time they perform it on TV, in some capacity, they changed the lyrics. That was an entire spring. So that's how
Wow.
mine is going.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
I did actually do writing stuff this time, so I'm really proud of that.
Yay.
I spent most of the time scrolling through a book I wrote 5 years ago to see if I said where this character is from. Because I like romance books that are all connected. They can all meet in the same world and like
Yeah,
have
I
little
like those too.
stories
And
together.
if people haven't read Regina's Colorado Billionaire series, you should. You
Oh
would
yeah.
be a best-selling
Always.
author.
Wait, where can I get that? Is it like
Kindle.
can I get it for my I can't? Okay, cool. I
But I
need to do that.
have those paperbacks on her Ko-fi, but I don't know
Okay.
all of them. And I also can't remember if she also has like direct EPUB uploads. I'm sorry.
I say this like I
No,
can't just be
I-
like, hey
people
Regina. But no, I'm not really. I've read one book this year, and I've started a lot, and I have a lot going, but I'm just not finishing things right now. But when I do
Okay, when
finish
you
them,
say one book this year, do you mean 2026 or the past 12 months, or do you mean 2025? Because if you say one
2026.
book this year, I'm like, that's fine. Like I
You're like,
have
are
to
you
write
okay?
a book that is an Inimitable Books title.
Well, so I usually read 52 is my minimum, and then I try to go up from there. So like my stretch goal is 100 books, but sometimes it'll be like, oh, I read 75. But usually I've read a lot more by this point. But what it's going to end up happening is it's going to be like dominoes, and then I'm going to finish like 7 books in a week because I've read parts of so many different books.
Yeah, amazing.
But right now, if I look at my reading goal, it looks real sad. But it's fine.
I think I've started 4 books this year, and I've only finished none of them.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to read the Assistant to the Villain trilogy. And I was like, oh,
I'm-
and then I found out there's a 4th book coming. And I'm like,
Now you have to
or
wait.
just wait. I haven't
Yeah.
picked it. I haven't picked up the first one. I have all 3 of them out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
This is my one and only like no pressure, but like please a little pressure. And I don't like to put pressure on authors, but if Patrick Rothfuss could pretty please, I beg you, finish The Doors of Stone with so much love and everything, and no pressure at all, but a little pressure.
Yeah,
Just
just a little.
Just enough to get to the I believe in him and that he can do this for all of us.
But mainly me.
But
There you
mainly
go.
me.
There you go. I think I finished Arcana Academy, but I thought I started it in November, and I don't remember if I finished it in December or if I finished it in January. But I did finish the Percy Jackson book 2, but that's because we did it for scripting the book. So I don't know if that's cheating or if that counts as I finished. But I'm in the middle of
That counts.
The Irresistible. Oh, good. Okay, there you go.
Why was that cheating?
Because technically it was for book club, so it was like, you know.
That honestly counts
take
more.
that nonsense out.
Got a deadline. Yeah.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that counts more.
Reading
because
under deadline is still reading.
Yeah. And not
Right.
only did you do it under deadline, you did it for a thing and you finished it on time for that thing. So you get like
I
2
did.
points. That counts as 2 books, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
I did. I'm in the middle of the irresistible urge to fall
I'm the
for
worst for
your
book clubs,
enemy.
though. Don't.
Oh,
I
I'm
want to read
so
with you.
bad
I will
at book
finish
club.
before you. I will never finish. I will
Oh
finish
no, my
in 6
cousin
months. I
invited
don't
me
know.
to her book club, and I did finish the book on time, and I was like, "This is not for me."
Yeah, the
Like,
pressure.
I don't do well when I have to read to someone else's deadline. Can I
Yeah.
read a book in 4 hours at the fastest? Yes. Can I read a book normally? It takes 6 hours. Yes. Do I have that time to spare all the time anymore? No. Does that mean I can spread it out? Yes. Do I remember that and actually do it? No. Like, no.
I had a hold for Gideon of the Ninth because that was my spin the wheel of random I need to read better pick, and it took it. I put the hold on it. I said did the thing in October. The book was finally available like 3 days ago, and I'm just kind of like, but I have all this other stuff that I'm working on now. I can't. And then there's like another book on the list that's part of a book club pick, and I looked at it and started laughing because that's this month, and I'm like, no,
Oh, yeah.
no, I have no time.
For people who don't know Nia is great, is a streamer who definitely had one of her early streams on one of my channels.
I did, yes. You were like one of the first people I streamed with ever.
And then she did the illustrations for our distinguished favorite by the Independent Press Award titled Down the Well by Veronica King. Signed title of Inimitable Books, Whip Smart and Laced with Poetry, according to Kirkus. Nia did amazing art in this, but I'm going to just show off my favorite piece of art in it, although there's like a ton and there are different reasons to have different favorites, but this is like the most detailed piece because a lot of other things are like silhouettes of animals that I then had a very fun time formatting around.
Oh yeah, she did. I love that one. That's technically that's my daughter. I had her pose for me. I'm like, pretend you're falling. She goes, am I falling up? Like facing up falling or falling down? So she laid down, put her arm out for me.
Love it.
I love
so
it.
cool.
I love it so much. And then, you know what? I'll also show the giant snake because it's fun.
Oh, I'm so glad we added that one.
I know. It was like potentially the most annoying one to format, but oh my God, am I so glad that we did it. My God, where is it? I haven't flipped through this book in a while. I'm realizing because we finished the duology, so now I don't have to reference it all the time. Where is this giant snake? It's a giant snake.
so
It did
many
not
books
go
out
around it.
Yeah, I have the
So
sticker
cool.
of that.
This is a 6x9 book for reference of how big this snake is.
Damn.
That was fun to do.
And then we have illustrations from Nia in this book as well. Cliffs of Wayward. It came out in December last year. Let me find.
I think the otter might be my favorite in that one.
Yeah, hold on. I remember I planned to do a really fun thing with the otter, and now my brain is like, did you or did you end up deciding that was too hard? I like at one point wanted an otter swimming through the text of a page, but I don't think I ever added the lines to show that it was water, but I'm pretty sure I still did something fun with it. Where is this otter? They do a lot of traveling in this book, so I know where it's supposed to be. It's just getting there.
The urge to make otter puns right now is strong.
Yeah.
Do it.
You otter know where it is.
I know that's what I was going to say. I love it.
Love it. Love it so much.
Okay, hold on. Come on. When do you get to the Otter Kingdom? That's part 2. There is some art also from the author in this book, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, that's weird. There's like a phantom stag on one of the pages. Like the way it's printed from like another page. I'm like, that's not on this page. I've noticed that. Well, I mean, it's a ghost stag in the book, so I guess it kind of is a purple.
Wow.
There we go.
That's kind of cool. He's so cute.
Oh, little buddies.
Yo.
I love it.
That's amazing.
And then we have Loki immortalized.
Yes.
Adorable.
Because I think it used to be a walrus, and I was like, hey, Veronica, what if we did something fun? And made it into a pug.
I love that.
So yeah, I love that. Lots of fun art in here. I'm really proud of these books. For the first book, the map is the same in front and back, but in the second book, we reveal more of the map at the start of the book, and then the full map is revealed basically at the end of the book, which is
Yeah,
really
it's
fun.
so cool.
Chandra, the way you were scratching your hair, it looked like it was like a wig moving up and down.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's not, but it
funny.
It all goes together.
Okay. Auburn's gonna have to dip in like 15 minutes. So Auburn, do you want to do your outro?
Yeah.
I don't have your book with me because I did not publish it, and I only brought my Inimitables published books to my mom's place. But I have yours in Pride of Place on my top bookshelf at my apartment.
That's fair. That's okay. Hello, thank you for having me. My name's Auburn Morrow. I'm the author of The Trial Period. It is a rom-com, heavy on the rom, heavy on the com. You can find me on this live stream every now and then, and I've got things cooking.
Yeah,
And we'll see what happens this year.
Love that. Love that. Auburn is fun to have. Auburn will be on how many times this month?
I think this is my one. I think the other one, it got a little too full.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we'll hopefully see Auburn next month. Speaking of live streams, if you have not joined the Inimitable writing community yet, we host Q&As. The last 3 have been with 2 literary agents who I've become friends with, but this month is the literary agent who told me about the grad school program that I wound up going to, where Inimitable Books was my final project and then became real. He was also my professor in that program, and it's going to be exciting because he's a partner at the literary agency that he founded. So he's at a slightly different level than the other literary agents that I have had on up until this point. He's really cool. So please consider joining. We have a course called Query Ready, where I talk about how to properly position your book, how to present it well, and then also how to revise your book to make sure that what you're handing in actually fits it. Regina, it's on the website, but it is on the 11th at 3 p.m. I also thought we had posted about it on Instagram when we posted our entire calendar, but that might... Yeah, we posted it. Okay, well, one post was 44 minutes ago on Instagram, but the other one was posted on January 31st, where we had the carousel where we said the Inimitable writing Q&A. This date, we had the YouTube release party for Grandma's Little Secret. It has not happened yet, but like we list the info for it. Becca's Barnes & Noble book signing, and then all our oh god, the graphic says January live streams. I just realized I never caught that, even though it was very clearly February live streams and all the dates say February.
It's fine.
Oversights. I hate when I catch them after it's published and I'm like, people have seen it already.
Yep. If it makes you feel any better, there was one of my scheduled Saturdays for when I was only doing the January live streams, and since I was like copying and duplicating everything, there was one change that I didn't make, and it still said December on it, and I noticed it as I was going through scheduling this month's lives, and nobody said a damn thing.
Well, other people might not have noticed, but yeah, Regina, our calendar is like the holy grail aside from pop-up streams, which is understandably why you missed last Saturday's pop-up stream. But like I said, a pop-up is not going to be added to the calendar because it's a pop-up, and it's just like I'm not going to take the extra 15 minutes to set it up on the calendar. Yeah, let's share the forest room for the final sprint. Come
Guess who
on.
remembered to leave the original room?
Oh. Okay, Nia, I forgot that the tree you picked, it looks purple when you plant it to its entirety, but when it's only like 25 minutes, it looks blue instead of purple, but it's still pretty. Because whenever I do the images, I'm like, should I change them all to what they actually look like at 25 minutes so people know what they're actually getting when they're choosing?
Oh, I've never thought about that.
But then I was like, I don't want to have to take over 140 screenshots again.
No, it's okay.
No.
And then edit them, like crop them and all that.
No.
Yeah.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Okay, 4 numbers at the start. 6, 8, 9er, 9er. Why is my keyboard not cooperating?
Hold on, slow down. Why is my keyboard not? Just kidding.
I love it.
6, 8, 9er, 9er. Charlie 5, Papa Sierra Golf. 6, 8, 9er, 9er. Cat 5. Pumpkin Spice Girls.
Do you think if the Spice Girls continued, like they just like added new members, like Baby Metal, and somebody would have been Pumpkin Spice, somebody would have been PSL.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so good. They missed an opportunity.
They did.
So funny.
Love it.
Hey.
Not the Spice Girls, but what's her name from the Pussycat Dolls has like done stuff on Broadway, and then my mom
Didn't she win the Tony?
Yes. And then my mom went to a concert of hers. I think it was at Carnegie Hall, and she did like Broadway stuff, but then she also did like a costume change into basically a Pussycat Doll outfit and like did that. And my mom was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Her roots."
That's kind of camp, and I really appreciate that.
But it's so funny because you could bet that so many people in the audience at Carnegie Hall were the older people who only knew her from her more recent stuff on Broadway.
Right. And didn't know about
You just start seeing
Everyone is
buttons.
like, why is she so scantily clad? And I'm like,
back in the day, I have a really funny Pussycat Dolls story. So when I first started doing fitness, my daughter was a baby, and I would take her to my aunt to watch her. And I come home one day to pick up my daughter, and my aunt is like, "Oh, look what she can do. It's so cute." She puts on the video, and my daughter, little 2-year-old or 3-year-old, however, she goes, "Don't you think my boyfriend?" And I'm like, "What have you done?" And she's just shaking like she just knows it all. I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, Auntie, what have you done to my baby? She's
Oh
like,
my god.
She just thought she was the cutest little 2-year-old thing shaking.
I mean, she probably was. And little kids being Doncha is really funny.
I'm not gonna lie, it was the cutest, but I was also
Because they
like,
have so much class when they say it. They're like, Doncha. Like they can say like this.
and her hips were going with the don'tcha, and I was just like, "Oh, Auntie."
You're like, I'm
And my
impressed
aunt
with
just
your
thought it was
coordination.
so
I'm also
delighted.
horrified by what has happened.
She's like, "We worked on this all day. She's so cute." I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
It's It's like, you should not have worked on this with her. If you were watching the video and then she picked it up, I might have some questions. But you working on it with her makes me go,
What is happening?
Love it.
They had fun though. Still my daughter's favorite aunt. So
Aw.
I mean,
And
the
when I
memories.
this is my auntie, so my mom's sister, not even my sister.
Oh, you said your aunt, so
Yeah. That's why I'm like, this is not a millennial young woman who did this. This was fully a boomer.
It makes it better.
Amazing.
But really, my mom's like, what else has the Pussycat Dolls done? And I'm like, more. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. I stopped paying attention after Don't Ya because it wasn't my vibe.
Yeah.
And I was okay with that.
Yeah.
It was like most groups, like I know one song from them, and like that's it. Like Queen and the Beatles
What?
are exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I
You mean like girl groups?
No, I mean like any bands and groups. Like I know multiple from like Simon and Garfunkel, but like I don't okay, if we are not counting duos, like groups as in they're a band or they're like a group, I know maybe 2 songs from One Direction just because they were everywhere and I couldn't not.
Yeah.
I think I know
Here. Oh.
I know a few songs from Maroon 5 again because they were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know every songs about Jane. All of them. Every single one.
Yeah, I just mostly listen to individual people. It's nothing against groups. It's more just like, I don't know. And then I forget.
Yep.
Well, here's some lore about Chandra. Back in the day, we could only really listen to music in the winter because when the leaves would fall off the trees, the radio would come in clear. So otherwise, we had to drive 45 minutes to the closest Walmart. Somebody had to be the distraction because we were not allowed to have secular music as kids. And so that was usually
Okay, that
me
answers my
because
question in the private chat.
yeah, usually because okay, here's the thing, right? You need a distraction, right? But who can throw a better distraction than a newly teen girl trying to find clothes and none of them fit? Right? So this was my job. And
So you didn't
I
get to listen to the music?
I did because we had to buy all of the CDs. So we would have to like scope it out, pick the CD that we wanted, and then I would let the drama commence as a distraction. And then my brother would go and buy the CD, take it out of the package, hide it on his person, and give me the all clear. And then I would all of a sudden be like, it's fine. I don't even want those. And then we would leave.
Wow.
So when we did get a CD, we listened to it like so much. And that was one of the first few that we got. I think we had Avril Lavigne, Jessica
Classic.
Simpson,
Absolutely.
Maroon 5 songs about Jane, Three Doors Down. Those were some of like our early ones, and we were but that was our own personal Mission Impossible.
Getting music, yeah.
We're gonna start the sprint. Everyone say ta-ta to Auburn.
Bye.
They will be back hopefully next month.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Ooh,
Oh,
God.
Chandra's leaving too.
No. I'm like, no, I gotta redo the alphabet because people came in at whatever. Okay, we're starting the sprint.
What are you?
3.
Stop.
Happy productivity, everyone.
Hey.
The muting and unmuting of Crystal.
Sorry.
The cat is on the keyboard. I don't know what happened to Chandra. There she is.
Hey.
Someone called me and it just completely wrecked all of my settings for some reason.
Who called you?
Oh, a friend just called me whenever I'm streaming, if anybody calls me and it just destroys.
We see Nia's lovely face. The baby back to mom.
Yes, mom came and picked him up.
Okay, how did
told her,
everyone's last sprint go? Was the phone call good at least, even though it wrecked all your settings?
Oh no, I didn't answer because we were just about to come back on. So
Oh,
like, I will have to catch you later.
Gotcha. Valid.
I spent part of this sprint doom scrolling and looking for content ideas and then also looking for quotes that I'm going to post. So yeah, if you have any favorite quotes, DM them to me because I will beep, boop, beep.
Yeah. If I was gonna post on Upscrolled every day, I would definitely do more book quotes, but I'm trying to be like, here are reviews, here's what the book, here's an aesthetic, and here are like book events. I'm trying
Yeah.
to overwhelm it because it actually does it chronologically or by most likes. But yeah, so
Oh, that's kind of cool.
yeah. Crystal, how'd you do?
I spent the majority of that sprint wrangling the cat, because like I said in the chat, she managed to like wedge herself in my desk and refused, like claws dug, not moving, sorry. But after that, I tried to find all my maps that I made for the prequel back the last time I tried to write this damn thing. And I can't find them anywhere on the computer, but they are on my Notion. So I'm trying to figure out how to find them again and remembering where I made them. So looking up my maps on Incarnate, but apparently somehow I accidentally made pro maps and I can't download them because I don't have the subscription. So now I'm just kind of trying to figure out what the hell to do, how to get these damn maps onto my computer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I spent that sprint mostly talking to my daughter. So wasted time. But yeah. And then I said goodbye to baby Jay. And I gotta move his stuff because Loki is having a play date also, so they can't get up on the bed with all of his stuff. Loki likes to sit in the window. So, but I literally was sprinting back, like trying. Like I checked when she came. I'm like, oh no, no problem. We have 7 minutes, and I forget how fast 7 minutes goes by when you're talking to somebody.
Yeah. Oh my God. If you're waiting for something, forever. If you're talking to someone, where'd the time go?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So then I'm hurrying through the office as I hear Zara saying, is Chandra back? And I'm like, uh-oh, she's going to say me next.
No, you were just on time. It was Chandra's screen was completely back. I'm like, did we lose Chandra again?
No.
Only partially because
everyone but Crystal. Okay, Crystal was looking for maps that she did for her prequel. Couldn't find them, then found them, but because she no longer has an Incarnate Pro subscription, can't download them. Also,
no.
Yeah. So did you have a Pro subscription, or is it something that they move stuff into Pro now?
I don't remember either. I had a tutorial, or not a tutorial.
The freebies?
The freebie thing. I had the freebie trial. That's the word. I might have had a trial that let me do pro maps. I haven't touched Incarnate in 5 years.
Oh wow.
So like, because originally
you gotta download your stuff before you're.
I thought I did. I have a feeling it was on the flash drive that got corrupted 2 years ago, so is now a dead stick. So I'm gonna talk to, since I'm done. I've watched all the Prime shows I wanted to watch. I'm now done with my Prime subscription. I'm going to see if I can talk to hubby, who is a dungeon master in our D&D campaign, so Incarnate could work for him too.
Yeah,
So
you're like,
maybe
this
I
is not
can-
just for me. This is for us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see, because I really do love it, and I need to edit the maps anyway because they're not oriented right as like stuff has changed over the last 5 years. So Incarnate is a slippery slope to hell. I might live there for a while, but the prequel was just fun to work on anyway, and I'm it's fine. This is waiting for book 2 stuff, so I need it. It's fine.
I did some admin work, and since Amara is saying chapter 13, I'm just going to read the first 2 sentences of it, of Mother Mercy, written by Chandra Arthur, coming out March 31st. Mama used to have brown eyes. Now they're cloudy and gray.
Oh boy.
And I won't say anything else because that's intriguing. The rest will just break your heart.
Yeah, that's a line.
Oh no.
That is a line. That's like that's chills right there.
That is.
Chandra did good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I won't say anything because spoilers. But I did flip through to see which chapter that was, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the one in all italics.
Mhm.
You know, the one that'll just rip your heart out.
No.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
You're gonna hurt everyone's feelings with that. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
There should have been we should have as the giveaway with Mother Mercy, we should have added the mini tissue packets.
we could still do that. We could still do that. Yeah. I'm still waiting for the arcs to get to me. So at this point, for the Grandma's Little Secret, I'm gonna have to ship these overnight or something to people, so that it's actually before Pup Date or something. And speaking of Grandma's Little Secret, this is the book coming out before Chandra's Mother Mercy. It is Grandma's Little Secret by Becca C. Smith. Inspired by true events, one girl's life is changed forever when she foils a murder and becomes a target herself. Sharp objects meets Stranger Things, 80s nostalgia, family secrets, some paranormal stuff in there. So excited about that book. So excited about Chandra's book. This comes out February 17th. This comes out March 31st. This is like female Dexter. Again, very cathartic right now, given everything that's happening. But I'm not going to soapbox too much because I don't like when other people do that, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. And then Thanks for Watching by Kate Kavanaugh, coming out April 21st. Social media influencers behaving badly and then getting, karma.
Yeah.
So very relevant to the news cycle, unfortunately. This one about being like anyone could do anything. We want justice. Oh, look, it's all the famous people who behaved badly.
Yeah.
That's I'm
excited for this story.
Sorry, you were both talking at once and I didn't hear either.
I was just saying it's a great summary.
Yeah.
And I was saying I'm excited for these 3 books.
Yay.
It's gonna be
I'm so excited. All 3 authors have an event, at least an event at Barnes & Noble. I'm so excited.
That is so awesome.
And then another Barnes & Noble where they were like, oh, we can't do an event for your authors, but they can come in and sign stock. So we will be doing that as well, Chandra.
I'm working on my signature right now as we speak.
Yeah. So excited. I'm so mad I had to work like 50 hours last week. It got in the way of laying in bed reading and shouting, OMG, OMG.
Right?
I'm so excited for these. Nia, I hope you'll review them once you've read them. Amara, did you leave a review for Grandma's Little Secret? I can't remember, but we'll be looking forward to your reviews when they go up. Yeah, reviews are fun. When the reviews are fun when they're fun, but
Yeah. When they're not.
To be honest, I'm still waiting for my "but you have heard of me" moment.
Right?
Like, I don't care if what you say is nice, say something.
Someone wrote a review and then it clearly got cut off, and I'm like, but what were you gonna say?
Yeah, like
I'm like, but I'm interested. I'm like, wait. No, like you were about to say something potentially contentious. And then the sentence did not finish. Although there was a glitch on Goodreads where it wasn't showing me Natalie's full review for for Mother Mercy. But luckily, Natalie had sent me the direct link to the review. So I wonder if that's what was happening. Where like maybe this person marked it as spoilers and then it isn't showing. Oh, now it is.
I was gonna say, I know I had someone.
Oh no, it says marked as spoilers, and it still doesn't show the whole review when I click reveal.
I know I had someone tag me to say they were reviewing, so I went and saw went to see their review, and it hadn't like populated yet, so that it could just be something like that.
Oh, this is a really good review, and all I had to do is click on the link on the date because Goodreads was just being foolish, as it normally is. I am no stranger to thrillers, murder mysteries, and crime dramas. In some strange ways, those genres are a comfort read for me. While Mother Mercy has many aspects from these genres, I don't know that I could ever classify this as a comfort read. However, it was uncomfortable for all the right reasons.
Oh, nice.
Please note that there are trigger warnings for this book, and I would strongly encourage all readers to take note before opening to the first page.
Oof.
By the time I realized where we were heading, I couldn't stop reading, finishing the second half of the book in one morning. I truly hope this is not the last we see from Abby, and would love to see where she and, spoiler, go from here. I'd also love to hear more about what she discovers through conversations with other character or other research into, spoiler. I would have more than welcomed any of that as part of the ending for this book, but I recognize the need to keep them coming back for more. If Chandra gives us more Mother Mercy, I will most certainly come back for more.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, I can finally read it.
Yay.
Yes. Yes, we love it. I'm sorry. I'm just really proud of my authors. I mean, as any publisher should be, because otherwise, what are you doing? But okay. Thank you to everyone for being here. We were very yappy today, but like it was good for my soul amidst the world burning. I hope it was good for your soul. Some people in the chat were more productive than I was. Some people on screen, and people who were on screen but had to leave early were more productive than I was. So I'm happy for them. I will be streaming as a co-host on Holly Davis's channel tomorrow night. She is another Inimitable Books author. And then we will be streaming on Tuesday, normal time on our website. Then we will be streaming on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., which normally we don't stream on Wednesday mornings for writing sprints. But we're going to be part of the Under 1K Author to BookTube marathon that is currently happening now, actually. And I will leave a link to that playlist in the chat, starting with the currently live video, although there were videos that went live earlier today. And then Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'll be interviewing / Q&Aing with my former boss and former professor in grad school, who is a literary agent, co-founded a literary agency. Really cool guy. So come and see his answers to some questions. You have to be part of the Inimitable writing community, which I believe is currently at $39 a month or $42 a month. Honestly, if your budget is tight, but you can swing it for just 1 month, that's cool. But, if you can stay around in the course longer, we have a 72-page course packet with lots of worksheets to go through the different lessons. I don't remember how many lessons I made. There were a lot that go through how to position your book, how to query your book, how to revise your book, and also how to write a synopsis, because that's also needed in many cases nowadays. So please check that out. It is on our website. I also believe it's linked in a lot of our recent YouTube videos. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. You should pre-order that among the other titles. And if you're someone who's like, I don't really read thriller, that's okay. We've published lots of fantasy. We have more coming out. We've published romance with more coming out. And yeah, check out inimitablebooks.com for everything. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.